Paging Stacy.
And we're looking at this one, guys, not that one. Yep, the center one.
Yep, or ever.
Hi everyone, Rachel Weber here at the 2017 Twin Cities Film Festival on this Fleurdejunk sponsored red carpet. Thank you so much for all you do for us, Fleurdejunk. We are here at the shops at West End in St. Louis Park, and I am so excited to introduce a couple of lovely gentlemen here. This is Jim, and this is Greg. Did I get that? And neither of you are Stacy.
No,
including me. We're trying to find a Stacy. Somewhere there's a Stacy. We don't know where she is. You guys are here to support the film Nature Boy, documentary about Mr. Ric Flair. I would love to hear a little bit about your history and your relationship with him. Who would like to go first?
I will.
All right.
Well, Rick was actually from Edina High School. Went to a prep school called Wayland Academy in Wisconsin. Came back. We met in college, and at that time, Ric Flair was about 6 feet and about 300 pounds. Went out for the University of Minnesota football team, and what happened was he had a better opportunity working for an insurance company because Rick didn't like to go to school.
Not the truth.
Okay, I'm trying
said
to tell
that's
the truth. He never enrolled for school, so they gave him a football uniform, and then the coaches found out he wasn't even in class, so they kicked him off the team early. That's our nature boy.
I love that. Okay, so he ends up working insurance, yes, for a while.
Yes, and then in 1972, Greg and I both had our eligibility at Wyoming and the University of Minnesota for our football careers. Came back, I was going to go to school, and at that time, Greg's dad, Vern Gagne, who was the world heavyweight AWA champion, was going to have another camp, a wrestling camp, where young hopefuls, whether they be football players, weightlifters, wrestlers, etc., hope to get into the world of professional wrestling. So Rick was one of our fellow trainees, and I'll let Greg tell you a little more.
We're going to pick up from there.
I was getting a little cotton mouth here.
Cotton mouth, and I thought you'd go on forever. Now, Rick joined us in the camp. I knew Rick from high school days, and they called him up, and he always wanted to do professional wrestling. I said, Rick, my father's got this camp coming, so come on out. It ended up Jim, myself, Ken Patera, who was on the 1972 Olympic team at that time, set a world record, the first man ever to lift 500 pounds over his head. The Iron Sheik, who was from Iranian, and he was from Iran, I mean, and he was he wrestled in the Olympics. So he joined us, and Bob Ruggers in football. And we had probably 40 or 50 others that tried out, but they only lasted about 15, 20 minutes through the workout. And from there, Rick became, we did 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, and Rick caught on, and he was kind of a natural at it, and the rest is pretty much history.
Awesome. So I love the name Flair. Was he showing that even in those early stages?
He's always had the flair. Yeah.
He was a little minnow, and then all of a sudden he jumped into the world of professional wrestling and became the biggest fish in the ocean. He was incredible, one of the top 3 wrestlers of our time, and probably the most noted wrestler right now, along with Hulk Hogan. So there's only one Nature Boy, and he was going to try to be here tonight, but he was in Atlanta, and I'm sure most of you know that Rick had a very serious medical condition about a month ago and damn near died. So I talked to him about 10 days ago, and he said if all possible he was going to try to come. So I don't think he made it because, of course, the world premiere was last night in Atlanta. That's his hometown, so hopefully he's resting comfortably.
Absolutely, and well wishes to him as well as he continues to recover. I was reading a little bit about that today. That was very scary. Where were you guys when you heard the news? Did you guys get phone calls? Did you see it on the news? How did you guys hear about that?
I don't know. I think you called me, didn't you, Jim?
I think my son had just called me and told me he heard on ESPN, and then I have a number of wrestling fans at my company, and they said, geez, you hear about Rick? And actually, I talked to Rick, and he can't remember what happened other than the fact that he had a horrible stomachache. Next thing you know, he said he woke up 9 days later, and what had happened was his colon burst, and he was bleeding so heavily internally that he went into shock, and his heart stopped. So now he's got an external defibrillator. He's lost 25 pounds, and he said And this, I believe Rick, you know, of all the things I believe him when he said this, he said he'll never drink again. Because the doctor said if you drink again, you'll die. So.
Okay, so big changes there.
Well, I actually was playing in a golf tournament. My oldest son, JP, out at Spring Hill. And we're on the second day of the event. And we just finished 9 holes and we have 18 more to play. And one of our competitors comes up to me as we're having a little bite before we go out. He says, Rick Flair died. And I said, you got to be kidding me, there's no way. No, it just came across that he died. And all it said really on the line was, he's resting peacefully. He thought he said rest in peace. So I'm on the phone trying to get hold of people. And of course, the next 4 or 5 holes were a little shaky, and my son's mad at me and everybody else. But no, he's up and kicking, and I wish he could have been here tonight. He's a unique individual. We wanted to save the stories for the show tonight.
Yes, yes. Well,
thank you so much for joining us. We are so, and thank you for remembering my name. It's not Stacy.
Where's Stacy?
Yay!
Stacy's over there.
Where's Stacy?
There's Stacy.
You enjoy the viewing, you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
All right.
And
Glad
we'll
to
be
be
back
here.
in a minute.